we already circled 18 marbles and 72 marbles. Eight of her friends. Very good. All right, guys. So let's think. Let's think really quick. What do we notice about 8 friends? 8 friends. Does that mean there's only going to be 8 people, or how many people are there going to be? I know we got caught on this on the mid module, so we want to clear this up. Rodrigo. 8 people? Who thinks there's more than 8 people? Gabrielle? Not 18. Patience? You're not sure? Okay, so let's get, Michelle, can you help us out? 9. Why 9? Why 9?
Because there's 8 friends including her.
8 friends including her. Okay? That's very important to remember, right, Taraya?
Yep.
So it is going to be Eliza and her friends, and her 8 friends. So there's 9 people total. All right, so what is the thing that comes after circle the numbers? What do we do next? Jamie?
Underline the question.
Underline the question. So what's the question? What are we going to underline? Nate, what are we going to underline?
How many marbles will Eliza and each of her friends get?
Very good. So we're going to be underlining the question, right, Brian? We're going to underline the question. All right, what's the next thing we're going to do? What's the next thing we're going to do? Sine? We skipped a step. What's the next thing we do? Box the keywords. Okay, so what are some keywords? Let's take a look. Okay, so if she's going to share, I think that's pretty important to know, right? Because what's something that we've used? What's the strategy we've used that has the word share in it? Gabrielle? Fair share. Very good. So share is a pretty important word. That's going to tell us we're going to be doing what? When we do fair share, what do we do? What do we do when we do fair share? What operation are we using, Brian? We do fair share. You're not ready? Sine?
You put circles or boxes or whatever you want to put. You put one in each. You start writing.
Yes.
You get the total. Like put if it's 9 in each, put 9 in each, and then find the total.
Okay, good, good. She's telling us what we're trying to find, but what operation are we using? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, or Brianna, you ready? Eunice? No. Nate? Division. Okay? So we have a whole, we know how many groups, and we can put 1 in each to fair share, okay? So right now, we know we have 72 marbles, and she's going to share them with 8 of her friends, okay? So, hold on. So we want to box the word share. We want to box the word share. Right? What else is important to know? What's another word that's important to know? Michaela? Loses. Why is that important, Michaela?
She loses 18 and she lost 18 marbles, but she was so upset she dropped them.
She was so excited she dropped 18. And so what is losing? The word loses. Tell us we're going to do. Subtract. Very good. Okay? So we want to go ahead and box the word share so far and loses. All right, and what else do you think from the question we can probably box? Jamie? Each. Good, because we want to know how many marbles each person gets, right? Okay. So we should have all that boxed, all that underlined and circled, right? Then, what's the next step? What's the next step? What does it say, Jermichael? Eliminate what you don't need. Is there something we can eliminate here?
Yes.
What can we eliminate?
Shit.
Sine?
You can eliminate. I don't know.
What I'm seeing is that everything's pretty important. There's not much room. But what do you think, Gabrielle? Let's take a look. Just in case she might show me something I don't know. 72 is important though. Why is 72 important? Why is 72 important? Eunice? She had 72 marbles to start with. That's a really important number we have to know. Okay? So let's go ahead. Let's not eliminate anything this time. Okay? We might have to later on, but we're not going to do it now. All right. So last step. Select your thinking pattern and solve. So So what are the two things we said we're going to have to do? Two operations we said we're going to have to use. Nate, what was one of them? Dividing, so division. And then what was the other one that Michaela had told us? I already know you know Michaela. Patience. What was the other thing Michaela said? What does the word loses tell us? Take away, which is addition, multiplication, division, subtract. Very good. Okay, so I want you guys in your groups, now that we've gone through, we've circled, underlined, box, we know, what we don't know. Let's go ahead and work in our groups to figure out what the answer to this problem is. Remember, it's a multi-step word problem. We're going to have to divide and subtract. Okay? I'll give you 3 minutes with your groups to do this work. And I will come around and check, and you may begin now.
Well, what we should do first is we should take that and let's put 9.
So what are we going to do first? Remember how we modeled that? Yes, yes, but let's first work with our groups. Okay, good. So 70. Wait, is it 8 people? Remember. Guys, I'm sorry, I forgot to warn you. The order of the question might confuse you. Think about, read it carefully. Are we going to have to subtract or divide first? We have to subtract first, okay? So subtract and then divide. Good try, and I'm going to ask you to explain why. How many people are there? No, it's Eliza and her 8 friends. So how many people? Mm-hmm. Good. Alright, I like the math talk I'm hearing, guys. Oh, keep up. She loses 18. She got so excited. You can, but what do you have to do? So what are we going to do? That's okay. I'll give it to you. Alright, timer's off. Let's sit down, voice level 0. Sit down, voice level 0. Alright, what is the first step we're going to do? What's the first step we're going to do in this problem? Try it? Subtract. Why try it? Can you come? I know I don't have the problem up here, but can you come show us? What's your favorite color? Blue. Alright, perfect. Trey, come show us what you did first. Oh, Trey, she's messed up. Okay, come on. You can be a trooper. Be careful. Alright. Alright, so she's going to show us what we did first. We had how many total first? Okay, I'll read it for you. Or here, you can see mine. So there were 72 marbles. So what do we start with? What do we subtract? 72. And 18, very good, because she had 72 marbles. You can start down here. Please. You can start down here. It's okay. All right, let's pay attention. Check your work. Oops, sorry. Let's make sure that we all did this. Okay, good. Sarai, what's Sarai doing right now? What's Sarai doing? Borrowing. Okay, why does she have to borrow? Why does she have to borrow, Rodrigo?
Because 8 is bigger than number 2, so she has to borrow.
8 is bigger, very good. 8 is bigger than 2, so she has to borrow from the 7. We can call it Miss 7 for Sine. Miss 7. Mr. 2 needs 1 from Miss 7. Okay, good. So she turned into 12. What's 12 minus 8, Try?
I did it.
She knows. We'll give her time. And then what's 6 minus 1? All right, so now, thank you, Tria. 2 claps for Tria, 2 claps. All right, so now, if we have 54 marbles, right? We started with 72, we now have 54. Now what's the next step? What's the next step? Michaela? Divide. Divide what? 54 divided by 9. And why 9 again instead of 8?
Because there's 8 friends, including Eliza.
Very good. So 9 people, 8 friends, including Eliza. What's your favorite color? Green? Alright, can you go show us your tape diagram, please, and how you divide it? Alright, if you didn't draw a tape diagram or model it somehow, I want you to go ahead and model it. Brianna. I'll give you the seat. I'll for permission. Alright, good. I'm coming around. I'm coming to see whose work is done. Who found out the answer. We're not just showing the work. We also have to find our answer, guys. Remember that. Okay? On the FSA, on the end of module, you don't get credit for only showing work. You can keep working. Keep working if you don't have it done. Let me see. How many is going to be in each section? Find out. Fair share. Go ahead. Yes, ma'am. Yes. I'll come and check their work later. Alright, so Michaela's doing fair share. 9. So 9 groups. Wait, did you get to 54? You got to 54? How many? Let's count real quick.
Let's give count. 44.
Let's see if she's going to check her work really quick. She's going to check her work and let us know.
Is 40 minutes bad?
Is 20 minutes off? No, not yet.
Oh, sorry. It's 12. It's not even 11 yet. It's not even 4.
Alright, good. Michaela, can you tell us how many marks you put in each box? 6. So Michaela, what strategy did you use?
I used my share.
So can you tell us, why did you make 9 sections again?
Because there's 9 friends.
Good. There's 9 friends. So can you go ahead and label your tape diagram? Let's take a look at how she's labeling her tape diagram. Okay. So she's labeling, there's 54 total marbles.